Welcome back to my channel Duct Tape Mechanic and to another episode of my series Free on Facebook, which is a series of videos in which I find things for free, mostly off of Facebook Marketplace, and I show you how to repair them, repurpose them, or reuse them in another manner. In this video, I got this GE washer. I'm going to show you how to put it into diagnostic mode so you can read off the error codes and fix a lot of issues. So if you find this video to be helpful, make sure you subscribe to my channel for more DIY and tinkering videos. So this is the GE washing machine that's in question, and this video is going to be applicable to hot point machines as well. If you follow this channel, you know I've done a lot of repair videos on these machines. That's because, quite frankly, they have a lot of issues. So this particular model is that right there. But this is going to apply to pretty much any GE or hot point washing machine that's got these lights up here. Now, these do have a lot of issues, and they're still being sold. And I was just checking out some new build homes a couple of weeks back, and all of them had these machines in it. So I anticipate that these machines will continue to have some of the similar problems. So hopefully, by knowing how to get into the diagnostic mode, you'll be able to diagnose exactly what's going on. And a lot of times these machines have problems with the lid lock or the mode shifter, and knowing how to get into diagnostic mode you'll be able to quickly get to that and not have to pay somebody or not have to waste too much time replacing parts that don't need to be replaced. So let's get to that next. To get to the error code mode on this machine is actually fairly simple. All you got to do is hold the start/pause button, like so, and then rotate the middle knob 7 times counterclockwise, or 7 times to the left. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then you can let the start button go, and then you can move it back over 1 time, so clockwise 1 time, and then after you've done that, hit the start button again, and it'll read the first code. And so if you just keep pressing the start button, you can toggle through all of the codes, and then once it returns back to the first one, that's you've covered all of the codes. And if you want to exit the diagnostic/the error code mode, just hold the start button for 3 seconds. Next, let's go into how to actually analyze this code. So as you could see, once I've entered into diagnostic mode, the first code I'm getting is essentially the middle 3 lights there. I wonder if you could, right there. So these 3 lights, the soak, wash, and the rinse light, are blinking. Now, all you have to do is in the owner's manual, there's a manual that tells you what numerical value this blinking lights have. So I'm going to post that at the end of this next clip, and so you can pause the video and check out what numerical value your flashing lights have. In this case, if the soak, the wash, and the rinse light are blinking, that according to the chart has a numerical value of 14. So it's error code 14. From there, there's another chart that has all of the error codes listed and possible or different troubleshooting steps you could take to resolve those issues. So for this particular error code, so soak, wash, rinse on, then from there we go to our binary chart, which takes this flashing lights and gives us a number. We know it's 14. From that, we go to the error code chart. From 14, we know that it's a lid lock mechanism error, and that's a very common error on this washing machine. So I'm going to do is I'm going to post the error code chart as well. So the numerical, which translate the numerical error code into actually something useful, and it tells you what part or parts to look at. Should be noted that just because, for example, in this example, we have an error code of 14, which equivalents to a lid lock mechanism error, that, I mean, most of the time that means that the lid lock mechanism is bad, but it could also be that the board is not recognizing the lid lock being closed or open, or I should say the lid being closed or open either. So it doesn't necessarily mean 100% of the time it's going to spit out an answer that's correct, but it will get you moving along the correct pathway. So you could troubleshoot the easier or most likely issues first, then move on to the more complicated or expensive issues. So that's always something you should keep in the back of your mind when you're putting this thing into diagnostics mode and getting an error code. So hopefully if you found this short little video to be helpful, I hope you give it a thumbs up sign and subscribe to the channel. And if you are wondering, in this case, the lid lock mechanism was bad, which is a common occurrence on this machine. As you can see, she's just getting stuck over here and is not closing back up fully. So the machine never registers that the lid lock is closed, so it never actuates the solenoid to lock it up. So that was the issue here. So I just swapped it out, put it back in, and that would resolve that particular issue. So in this case, the error was correct.